I'm speaking with Ken Callaghan at Callaghan Vineyards. It's the middle of July, and we're in the middle of thunderstorm season. In fact, we have a few showers and thunderstorms cruising around the property right now, and hopefully it'll give them some beneficial rain. Ken, this was another challenging start to your season, wasn't it? We were speaking about this a little bit earlier in terms of that frost in May.
Yeah, just continuation of the problems we've been having before. May 1st, again, just like last year, 2010. We had a pretty sharp frost May 1st, and that took care of anything that was green at that point, which was a fairly significant amount of crop. And besides that, it also kind of made the remaining bud break erratic, so we've got vines that are still budding out, believe it or not. So it's going to be another challenging year trying to figure out when to pick, as we have fruit that is literally all over the map, sometimes even on the same vine.
Now, you were telling me earlier, you think you're about a good 3 to 4 weeks behind. Normally, from mid to late July, we'd be expecting veraison here, and you think that that's still off about 4 weeks.
Yeah, at least 3. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we see any significant coloration and veraison in most of these varieties. So it's just going to be a wait and see project. See what point in time we actually end up picking.
Now, does this necessarily translate into a later harvest this year?
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't. The best case scenario is we'd be through with most of the picking by middle of October.
We were also speaking earlier about you're increasing the density of the vines in certain parcels on your vineyard. Talk to me for a minute about what you're hoping to accomplish with this.
Well, the original planning was the vines were spaced 5 feet in the vine row and 10 feet in row width. We can't do much about the row width, but we can increase density. So we're trying to double density, plant vines 10 by 2.5. Increasing the density, doubling the density like that makes for smaller vines, less crop load per vine, and theoretically both better yields, better consistency of yield, and also better quality.
And in those parcels, you were looking to basically double the density over the last couple of years. Is that right?
Right. I think we've been at it maybe 3 years now, and we should be pretty much more or less finished doing that next year.
Okay. All right. What do you have planned coming up that you can sort of share with us at this point in terms of new releases for the rest of the year?
Well, we just bottled 2 of what I think are 2 of our best wines yet. Ann's, a 2010 version of Ann's, which is a white blend, Verdelho, Grenache Blanc, Symphony, which is a Grenache Muscat cross, and a bit of Rouzon and Marsanne, in this case unfiltered, which to me tends to give you white wines that age better and become more complex than wines that you have to filter. First one I've made since '99, so it's kind of back to the future there. And then Caitlin's, the 2009 version of Caitlin's, we just bottled this, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Well, good luck with the rest of the vintage. I hope you have a smooth landing here when you get into the autumn and everything is sort of bright for you as you move forward.
Yeah, well, thank you for that.
You bet.